Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome. If you're joining the replay, hang tight with me. I logged in 3 minutes early. If you are live with me, Jizzy, if you're on, let me know via text. You can see me. And everybody just begin to breathe full and slow and deep into your body. And in whatever way makes sense to you, just really let your body and your mind relax into this moment. Let yourself fully land here while we're waiting for everybody. Just fully land to this Magical Monday Facebook Live. And again, make sure you're being very intentional with your breath. Bring the breath in full and slow and deep into your body. And then make sure that you're putting your 2-word check-in in the comments. As always, I'll come back and see who was here and get the pulse for everybody, where everybody was. Thank you, Jiz, for letting me know. And as you are putting your 2 words in, and as you are breathing full and slow and intentionally deep into your body, and as we're waiting for everybody to show up before the clock strikes 7 o'clock CST, I want you just to activate a sense of gratitude within yourself for the advancement that you are making in your life in light of everything that's creating turmoil in the external world. I just want you to focus your mind on the awesome, undeniable spiritual advancements you're making personally within yourself, within your connection to your I am presence, and with subtle or not so subtle positive changes that you're experiencing in your physical reality. Just put your focus there right now. Where focus goes, energy flows. All right, it's 7 o'clock. Straight up, welcome everybody. Welcome if you're joining on the replay. I want to pause before I share the message and jump right in with a lot of excitement and a lot of compacted encouragement. I want to get you to use your own jumper cables and just put your hands on your heart, relax your shoulders, close your eyes if you're in a space where you can do that, and just go very inward for a moment. And on demand, on command, bring your awareness into your crystal cave for just a moment. Transform the physical space you're sitting in into your non-physical space of your crystal cave. And with that vision in your mind, remember that that is the place for you to go to plug in like a battery in a battery charger, but that is your drop plugging into the infinite ocean of the one source creator, the only energy that truly exists, the only one. And you can plug into it right now with your hands on your heart and imagine that gold ball of light that represents the energy of that ocean within the beingness of the human that is you. And sitting in your crystal cave with your eyes closed and your hands on your heart, give yourself a little hug. Gently nurture that ball of energy in your physical body that is the I am presence, opening the drop that is you that has always believed that it's separate. And together in a moment, I'm going to say the word inhale, and everybody will take a breath in as full as you can. And as you exhale, you'll take your hands off your heart as if you're drawing that energy out, and then freely open your hands and move them to the sides of your body as you watch that gold energy fill your auric field. Everybody, go ahead and exhale. Now, fully inhale, full full, full. And as you exhale, take your hands and draw that energy out of your chest cavity and watch it fill your drop, your auric field, that bubble of liquid love light, holding and caressing your physical body. So your body is in the cocoon of your I am presence, filling your auric field, and your auric field holding your body is in the crystal cave. And every facet of you is being perfectly harmonized in this moment because you're aware of that possibility. You're making it a reality by directing your thoughts to imagine that so you can move into that non-physical reality and let your body and your being, your mind and your spirit all be perfectly harmonized right now in this moment to the divine one source energy of divine masculine and feminine, ingoing, outgoing, incoming, outgoing, positive charge, negative charge, perfectly harmonizing you right now. And we're harmonizing ourselves so you are perfectly tuned to the transmission of the information and the message I'm going to bring through right now. And so it is. So go ahead and take one more big breath. And as you exhale, open your eyes. You can look at the screen if you want to. I want to read a portion of this month's message, and then I'm going to flesh it out for you. This is your moment. Your I am presence and the river of light will guide you in choosing love over fear. Your intentional focus on love, gratitude, and your inner visions, you inside your internal landscape of your crystal cave, focusing on what it is you're focusing on, will help manifest your desired reality regardless of external circumstances. As you engage in this journey, remember that your mastery is a choice. No external forces can override your free will. You are the architect of your ascension. I'm going to say that again. No external forces can override your free will. You are the architect of your ascension. This month of July is a portal for claiming your mastery and aligning with the highest possibilities of your I am presence. Prepare to witness your own spiritual maturity and the wisdom of your soul as it unfolds. This moment that the elders are referring to is this moment on this side of all the work you've been doing since March in the 90-day open portal window that really got our attention to let the drop open, let the ocean of the one source creator open your I am presence into an embodied experience of remembering through alignment that you are only source. This is your moment on the other side of that, March, April, May, building that in preparation for the solar light codes coming in on June 20th that they told us on June 21st. Humanity was so focused intentionally on receiving those light codes that we blew their higher perspective awareness of what was possible of happening off the charts. And that was in preparation to have our bandwidth at the strongest that it could be for the 7/7 portal that came through on July 7th with more supercharged energy aligning with our river of light. And on the other side of all of that, they're saying, this is your moment. This, where we are right now, is your moment. Your I am presence and the river of light will guide you in choosing love over fear. That message has been coming through so much in choosing love over fear. And we've been challenged with really having an understanding outside of just a concept of what that would mean. What would it mean? How would I know I'm choosing love over fear in the midst of all of this external chaos when the obstacles start showing up on our mud runner race, right? This is your moment as you engage in this journey. Remember that your mastery is a choice. No external forces can override your free will to stay connected to this emerging embodiment of you knowing yourself as source in the human life you're living in right now. The month of July is a portal for claiming your mastery and aligning with the highest possibilities of your I am presence that's been experiencing. Prepare to witness your own spiritual maturity and the wisdom of your soul as it unfolds. Here's the message for today on top of all of this segment I pulled from the bigger message. We can expect things outside of ourselves to get more chaotic. That's nothing new. You know that the more focus you put on those external things, the more you're surrendering your power to a vibration that will simply sustain that. You know that any attention you give there and any thought that generates in you is going to personally affect your emotional state and the quality of your life in this very present moment. You know all of that. In this moment, on this side of all of that upgrade we've been receiving, we have the capacity for, remember, I've been saying for several years, in your upgraded heart chakra, you now contain all the energy, all the eternal accumulated wisdom and knowledge of your drop, who has always believed it was separate, but it's always been source creator as you in physical forms and non-physical forms, having all kinds of experiences that are now accessible vibrationally in your upgraded heart chakra, capable and ready of sending impulses of thought into your conscious mind to help you make the most aligned choices with the part of you that is creating the possibility for a human, that human being you, to really understand what I've been saying for years, that our mind did not have a vibrational capacity to understand hardly even as a concept, and that is, this energy is absent of any knowledge. It is not source. That's what the I am presence expanding you is bringing online. You truly understanding that the energy that animates you, that expresses you, that desires as you, is source as you, uniquely experiencing itself the way you want to experience yourself, and the way you want to experience yourself got hijacked in this lifetime by design to give you the ultimate last human experience you will ever have in the same body that now has the opportunity to transform everything. And this is our moment. So here's what I want you to really feel today. Here's what I want you to really grab onto with your mind. There is a capacity in this message. It is saying, the month of July is a portal for claiming your mastery and aligning with the highest possibilities of your I am presence. Prepare to witness your own spiritual maturity and the wisdom of your soul as it unfolds. Here's what I want you to grab a hold of. The more you can dedicate yourself to absolutely simply surrender all the external drama, trauma, and chaos as evidence of a frequency being turned down in contrast to the frequency that's being blown up within you. You don't need to know anything more. There's nothing you're not here to fix any of that. You're not here to understand all of it. You're not here to fight it any longer. We were trained to be in resistance, us versus them. I hate what you're doing. I'm going to scream and shout and protest. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with protesting, but there's very few of you who follow me that that's your calling. Our calling is to get to the place where the I am presence says to our mind, I finally got it. There's no need for me to pay attention to that outside of anything that I do need to pay attention. I know will land right in front of me, and my I am presence will guide me how to navigate it. So, what am I doing instead? That's what I want you to cling to. I want you to turn the dial on your to do list. I want you to raise to the number one priority that there's nothing more important than you creating your life and putting your focus on what feels good to you, what you want, what in this moment you want to enjoy, what in this moment feels creative and life-giving and connecting to the complete potential of who you might be if you fully believed that you are source being animated as the vehicle of you. Who would you be? How would your life change? What would it feel like in your body, mind, and spirit, and therefore in physical manifestation? What would your life look like if you fully surrendered into the possibilities of the I am presence, fully awakening that part of you that continues to believe that it's separate? This is not something you have to figure out. This is the alignment that you're already aligned with that is already opening you. So today, the invitation is, how can you surrender even more fully? Perhaps something like this: mind, I know you're programmed with memory. I love you. Thank you for the order that you bring to my life. Thank you for the way you've served me as an organized system. But I release you now into the full surrender that I am making to my I am presence. Start there. And then be very intentional about um, leveling up your mastery. That could sound like more work to do. It's not. It's simply connecting with your breath breaks even more often. It's simply pausing long enough to feel this emerging vibrational alignment of the person you're becoming and let it have the freedom to be fully expressed without the distraction of the mind pulling you back into what's being dissolved. What's being dissolved is going to continue to look really ugly, but what we're going to do is be surprised. The more we focus over here, the less ugly that's truly going to turn out to be, because there's nobody feeding that fire. And there's a lot less people feeding that fire than the media wants you to believe. The majority are not feeding that fire. So what if we all stop feeding that fire, even the smidge that we're fanning that flame? What happens to your I am presence and its expression of you in who you are right now? The, the full possibility of who we can be as the person of us in the month of July, that all it wants to do, all that energy wants to do, is keep opening us into the full awareness of the potential of what that can be, to be a human fully aligned with our I am presence. That's where we're going. That's how we continue to ascend and turn the dial on the frequency of what's possible. So it's time now to allow for joy. It's time now to allow for creativity. It's time now to allow for love and connection to really support our everyday life, regardless of what the chaos is doing. That's how we become the eye of the storm. By letting that be our focus and letting that be our manifested reality. And this month, wants to surprise and amaze you if you simply allow it. You've heard me say it so many times. I'm going to say it one last time, and then that's where I'm going to leave you. This frequency that's turning up, there's no part of it that wants to judge you or doubt the expansion that's happening in you. Every thought that flows through your mind is not even your own. And there's so many thoughts flowing into our mind because the whole conscious collective, like that snow globe analogy I used so much last year, is being shook up at such an intense rate. Thoughts are flying into our mind that just because they're there, if we don't remember, we'll cling to them and create our life as if those thoughts are true, and they're not. So now is the time to be extra gentle with ourselves and be extra mindful. What am I thinking? And does that align with my I am presence? If it doesn't, boop, let it go. And in that very moment, what am I thinking that's taking me out of my joy? And what new thought can I choose in this moment that aligns with my I am presence? I'm not sure what that is, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. And right now, I'm going to take a breath break, breathe in more light codes, and let them unlock me in this portal. That is July. And I'm going to keep my Indiana Jones hat on. I'm going to stay in a high state of curiosity. And I'm going to be curious about what happens when I fully, for the entire month, do a complete detox of media. And I simply commit myself to creating my life exactly in alignment with my joy and my love and my creativity and my desires. What happens then? That's how we're going to unfold the possibilities of our I am presence in this month. So I want to encourage you and I want to challenge you. Make the necessary choices to allow your focus to be that laser focused, fully on the I am presence, fully on the inhaling of the light codes, fully in the vibration of curiosity, and just watch the magic that unfolds all around you. That's where I'm going to leave you today. I love you tons. You are source. You are and that I am presence only knows itself as that. And it is therefore not confined by any human limitations. What possibilities in this is our moment does that open for us? I don't know, but I'm going to keep my Indiana Jones hat on, and that's the direction I'm going. I love you. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.